I'm not even gonna honor that, John. I'm not even gonna honor that with like anything. There you go. I have achieved the funny. Yes, sorry, I just needed to I just needed to do a thing on Discord. Alright, first things first, so since you're here, John, I'm gonna assume the stream is fine in terms of, you know, being online and whatnot. What? Okay. Who you call Pinhead? Oh god, brain damage. I forgot to take my meds this morning. And last night. That's very fucking annoying. I mean, you know, it doesn't immediately have an effect or anything. It's just, yeah, kind of funny to say, haha, I didn't take my meds, schizo. But, no, it's just more so just annoying than anything else. Yeah, the stream's offline, you're schizophrenic, sure. Anywho, one thing I wanted to do before playing the game again was, I actually wanted to play some React Andy. Because, Steam found it pertinent to inform me, again, that the, you know, Dead Space Remake is happening. John, you never were real. You're not, it's just, you not being real is a skill issue. It's not my problem. But yeah, I guess technically speaking, I'm gonna be doing a React Andy, even though it's, I mean, fuck off, John. Because, you know, I've saw this trailer like a little bit last time I checked out the Steam page, but I never really watched through it. So I thought, you know, since I'm doing this in preparation for Dead Space hopefully being revived, why the fuck not even check this shit out? Which, yeah, welcome to React Andy Side Zero Edition. It's finally happening.
Hi, my name is Philippe Ducharme, senior producer on Dead Space. Today, I'm here to give you a first.
The one thing I'm still not sure about is the fucking armor, to be honest.
Look at one of my favorite sections in the game.
But yeah, I mean, I still. Does it make sense that to me this still kind of feels unreal? Like for some reason it doesn't compute for me that Dead Space is being remade. I know I harped on about this last time because, you know, I said Dead Space holds up as it is. Graphically, it might be a bit aged, but it's still pretty fine. Yada yada yada. But it still kind of feels just weird to think that the Dead Space is being remade, especially again after what EA did to Visceral. It's just like, I don't know. It still doesn't compute for me. Fuck off.
In the Ishimura's hangar at the beginning of Chapter 3.
I don't even know what engine this is. I mean, honestly, it might be UE at this point.
Control and engineering.
And wouldn't it be kind of base if they used Unreal Engine 5, right?
For those of you who remember the original, the hangar was much smaller than it is now.
Definitely gliding more towards the blue side of things.
And literally fly through it before heading to our destination.
Yeah, see, that's what I meant last time. Like they're gonna use the zero-G method from Dead Space 2, which honestly I'm fairly fine with. The only thing I hope that they'll have is that you can land on any surface, because again, there's just something funny for me about standing on the ceiling.
Navigating between chapters without load screens or having a camera cutaway is part of how we've reimagined the Ishimura for the remake.
Oh, okay, they're doing it the Dead Space 2 way then. Because technically speaking, Dead Space 2 is like a one-cut deal. Because I think there's like one or two moments where technically speaking Isaac like blacks out. I'd have to think through it. Again, I think the one that comes to mind for me right now is towards the end of the game when you're like sitting on a giant drill and like drill into like asteroid towards the EarthGov base. Like Isaac gets thrown through the wall, and I think he blacks out for like a second. But other than that, like Dead Space 2 is surprisingly it's like a one cut deal. If you play through the whole game from start to finish, it's like the no loading screens at all and all that. I mean, hidden loading screens of course, and like elevators and shit like that. But yeah, honestly, in that case, it makes kind of sense to implement that in Dead Space 1 as well.
We don't need to rely on the tram as the sole way to get between chapters. It is now a seamless, interconnected ship.
Are they planning on letting you go outside? Really now? Okay. Huh.
We've got two lurkers here. You can quickly get rid of them with the pulse rifle, or
What are you doing? Why are you using the pulse rifle? Use the line gun.
Isaac's trusty plasma cutter. There aren't many traditional firearms on board. To survive, you may have to improvise and choose how to take each necromorph down.
I mean, yeah, that's the point of Dead Space.
We're now entering the ship. We have a lot to show you, so let's skip ahead to Chapter 3. We've just received a briefing to head over to the refueling station. To get there, we're passing through the machine shop over here.
Okay, I do recognize this. That is actually... Yeah, there's actually one-to-one.
Or simply wanted to explore the ship further.
Really like volumetrics, yeah.
You may encounter a completely different experience. Different enemies. The ambience and lighting may change. This is what we call the intensity director. It keeps the issue more...
Wait, what did he say? Hold on.
If you needed to backtrack or simply wanted to explore the ship further, you may encounter a completely different experience.
Okay, that's interesting.
Different enemies. The ambience and lighting may change. This is what we call the intensity director.
Problem. I think you can already see some slight frame drops in their own trailers. Like, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say it might just be Steam's shitty video player, but I think there was a frame drop right there when the two necromorphs walked across down there from the ramp.
Ambience and lighting may change.
Yeah, right there.
Enemies. The ambience and lighting.
Oh, that is no bueno. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm really hoping this is not going to be like a case with the Callisto Protocol. Or, you know, any other fucking AAA game that comes out these days and isn't in a functioning state in the beginning.
May change. This is what we call the intensity director. It keeps the Ishimura unpredictable and brings some additional tension and challenge.
The only possible problem I could see with that is, you know, not to tout myself as like some kind of expert of Dead Space, or not to tout Dead Space as like this monument of perfect pacing, but I do think it's important to remember that a lot of Dead Space is also kind of quiet at times. Especially if you're backtracking through areas that you've cleared, there's just a lot of quiet downtime where, you know, you just listen to the ambience, you just kind of wander around. So I really hope it's not going to be like a case of every time you walk around, like the director just drops, you know, like the Left 4 Dead 2 director, he just drops like a fucking horde of necromorphs on top of you because, ooh, gotta keep up the action. I mean, we'll have to see. As far as I understand it, it kind of sounds like they're planning on having the Ishimura be almost like an open world location. Like the whole ship is just like this one big area that you go, like you could technically go from like the beginning in the first hangar where you land, all the way like to one of the very last sections and then all the way back again. Kind of like that, you know, God of War principle, God of War 4 principle, I guess.
The way to the refueling station is just a little further ahead.
Oh, the aliasing is gonna be fucked. I think I can already kind of see it. Okay.
As you can see, some memorable moments are authentic to the original. We've added tons of graphical enhancement that support strategic dismemberment. Using kinesis, we'll bring that gondola over and make our way to the south refueling station. We need to gain access to the fuel management office, which contains the power functions for the refueling station.
How they're rendering metal.
To find our way there.
Yeah, there's something weird going on.
One of the things we tried to achieve was to add more context to the various objectives, to expand on what was there, and bring a bit more detail and depth where we
doesn't have enough proper ambient lighting, so it's too dark. Maybe? Honestly, I feel like some of the metal might be a bit too shiny. Like, I feel like some of the metal might be like the PBR is not varied enough, so it's like I feel like parts of, like, of course Isaac's armor should be reflective, because you know you even see that in the original Dead Space, how his armor interacted with light, but I don't know, I feel like it might be a little bit too glossy. The surfaces in general seem to be, I don't know, I might just be seeing things, because it might just be completely fucking normal and I'm just imagining things. I don't know.
We could.
Look at the handle things in the wall there. The metal is black. Hold on, let's go back a second. Which ones are you talking about? Oh, honestly, I think that might be... I think they might have just fucked up the PBR and like made the made the material too reflective, because if a material is like super reflective, but there's no light interacting with it, it just looks like super dark. It looks like almost black. That's the metalness. I don't know. It might be actually, what fucking engine is this game gonna run on? You want? We're gonna check that out once I'm done watching this. Frostbite. I fucking hope not. Wait, is it? Because EA. Oh shit, you might be right. Hold on. Actually, you might just be memeing, but at this point, hold the phone. Dead Space Remake engine. Is it you? It is using Frostbite. Why? Fuck off, EA. Jesus Christ, take a chill pill, you motherfuckers. Actually forcing them to use Frostbite. Uh-oh. Okay. Steam, please calm down. I just want you a video player, nothing else. That's what Google said. Yeah, I just checked it out on Google as well as fucking Wikipedia. Fucking Steam just did a funny. Oh my god, Discord leak. Ah, it's a sideshow. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that reload looked hella weird, but okay. Uh-huh. I'm not so sure about the reload for the plasma cutter, but okay.
The refueling station has no power.
Ooh, look at the blood though. Oh, whoa. Okay, whoa. Okay, that's a bonus point.
We can look for a way to access the
look at all the blood in his suit though. That is muy bueno. Holy shit. That looks actually really fucking nice. Okay, that is actually baller. I hope that shit's not just scripted or anything.
We can look for a way to access the fuel management office. This card should allow us in, and we can now make our way back.
Isaac. Hammond.
Daniels? You made it.
Thank God. After the bridge, we thought...
Glad to disappoint. I barricaded my...
I think they changed the voice acting.
an engineer, right? I'll get myself admin privileges. Maybe I can help.
Now that we have access to this room, we're faced with a very tough choice. We could cut power to life support and rely on air canisters for oxygen, but today we'll play a section without lights instead.
I mean, you'd go without lights all the fucking time. You have a flashlight. Like, that's I mean, okay, pretty cool that they kind of allow for, like, that multiple choice thing, but I mean, why wouldn't you just go without lights? Like, you literally have a flashlight on all of your guns. That's... bruh. The wall is black, it's so cringe. The one thing I haven't seen is the thing from Dead Space 2 where you could, like, pick up their claws and shoot it back at them. I wonder if they're gonna have that again. Hello, Arson. I'm currently doing a React Andy because, you know, last time I looked at the Steam page, there was this trailer and I decided to look at it because why the fuck not? Because Steam was like, hey, look at this, Dead Space Remake is coming out. They're using cube maps and trying to relay exclusive speculative from lights. I don't know, man.
With the power restored, the South refueling station can now be activated.
The fact that this is running on Frostbite means I have zero fucking clue, like, what some of this might mean.
In the decontamination room, using new tech, we've cranked up the tension.
The only thing I'm kind of bothered by is that they're never showing the other armors. They're always just showing the level 3 armor here. I'd be really fucking interested in how they show, like, you know, level 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, the military armor. Very pissed off, got mugged in the alley of Saint-Denis. There's no way of getting... Oh! Jesus Christ, Arson, for a second I thought you actually got mugged in real life. Oh, that thing in Saint-Denis happened to you. Yeah, I remember when that happened to me, I just reloaded the save. I just reloaded the save. It's such bullshit. Like, I remember I saw that encounter, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in with my gun drawn, I'm gonna be like, haha, call an ambulance, but not for me, bang, bang, bang. But, you know, the game was just like, no, fuck you, this is now a cutscene, and Arthur Morgan, seasoned fucking, you know, gunslinger, walks in like it's nothing, and just fucking gets bonked. I was so pissed off, I just reloaded the save. I lost probably like an hour of progress, but I was like, fuck that shit. It's such bullshit. I mean, it's not like you need money for much at all, but I can't reload the save. It was a few hours ago. Oof. Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thick and opaque atmosphere that makes you lose track of the lurkers, even when they're right next to you.
I mean, okay, that... Whoa, what is this fucking... Bruh, what is this fucking dumbass looking blood overlay? Holy shit, that looks cheap. I fucking hope that's a placeholder. I will go robbing people now. I don't care. No, that's fine, honestly. It's... Okay, mini rant here. Mini sightseer rant. One thing I will never fucking understand about Red Dead 2 is how much they punish you for robbing people in their, you know, Western gunslingers and robbers simulator. Dynamic slogan, it's just a particle. Yeah, you know, buzzwords. But again, I'll never fucking understand that about Red Dead 2 is how much you get punished for, you know, engaging with the systems, robbing people, and, you know, trying to do the thing that the game lets you do. It's like if you do anything criminal outside of a story mission, it's just like, no, fuck you. Here, have 15 fucking police officers after you, as if they had fucking smartphones in that time. It's so retarded.
It adds to the claustrophobia, the feeling of being locked in with a pack of necromorphs.
I don't know about that. I mean, they seem fairly visible like that as well. Again, you have a flashlight. Use it. Why Dutch hates Saint-Denis? Nah, man, everybody hates Saint-Denis. It's a shithole. If the game would... If Red Dead 2 would let me get away with killing everybody in Saint-Denis, I would. Okay, they're definitely trying to make this look more intense than it is. But, I mean, I'm jaded. I've played through Dead Space 1 like hundreds of fucking times now.
Our last stop is the centrifuge. It's offline.
Okay, that looks
getting dragged down to the planet below.
busy.
We've added so much detail in here.
I
Particle
can see
effects,
that.
Lighting, floating debris. We wanted this room to be imposing and tell a story at the same time. It's a lot more impressive, and its size makes it harder to keep track of the incoming necromorphs.
I mean, you can hear them.
There's a huge role here in identifying the
Ooh, okay, nice looking gore though. They actually ripped off a chunk of that crawler right there.
direction of threats.
Yeah, see right there. Okay, that could be promising. I mean, again, it's a thing I keep reiterating on from time to time. It's like modern AAA games could be so much better when it comes to like gore and, you know, how those things affect human bodies. Red Dead 2 is shockingly good with its gore, actually. Lighting is kind of shit. Why Rockstar made it not possible to retrieve the money, I don't get it. Because it's Rockstar. Because, you know, it's their story, not yours.
With one of the generator modules back in place, we can head to the second one. Flying in zero-G and not being anchored to the surface makes spatial awareness extremely important. Combat encounters can quickly become deadly, especially with leapers.
I mean, arguably, the original encounters were all the more dangerous because you were chained to the ground, so if you got swarmed by leapers, you had to think quick and jump to another surface. Like here, where you're floating around, I would argue this kind of encounter where you're just floating around with your jet engines is much fucking easier. So I don't know about that one.
And now, with the generator modules powered up, the centrifuge is ready to be activated.
Generator module attached. Clutch engaged. All personnel clear for centrifuge restart.
I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek at the new Dead Space. Thank you for tuning in.
I think you could see some of the frame drops here as well.
Sneak peek at the new Dead Space.
I think you could see like some mini frame drops here as well. Again, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. It might just be because, you know, Steam has one of the worst fucking video players in existence.
Thank you for tuning in.
But on the other hand, you know, especially because it's running on Frostbite. God, it's actually running on Frostbite. Why would you do that? I mean, I don't know. To be fair, Frostbite has gotten a bad rep because of shit shows like, you know, fucking Mass Effect Andromeda. But even still, God. What's the other trailer like? Hold on. Let's see if this one shows anything interesting.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellyan responding to your distress call.
Fucking epilepsy warning, okay.
Clark. What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the triumphs.
Can you handle it alone?
Fix the centrifuge.
Interesting choice, though, to have Isaac be voice acted. I mean, I don't have too much of a problem with that, because he was voice acted in 2 and 3. And hey, they brought back, oh, fuck, what was this voice actor named again? I always forget. But they brought back the same guy, so that's pretty nice. The only thing I'm kind of unsure about is that I guess they needed to recast the voice actors because they're now interacting with Isaac. Like, they're not just barking orders at him, they're now actually talking with him. So I suspect they needed to change like some dialogue, so that's why they decided to re-record it.
Get the fuel running.
Wait, this guy's not nearly as fucked up though. Also, you can you can see some clipping there. But yeah, compare and contrast this to the guy from like, you know, the original that we saw last time, where it was like completely bloody and almost ripped in half. Probably just placeholders, I don't know. Kinda weird though, all the way. All the same.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan. Medical is overwhelmed.
Okay, they changed Nicole's voice actor as well. Interesting.
We need help.
I just saw that. The gore has that classic glossiness to it. All right. I mean, the silhouette is the same. That's the most important part. Like the necromorph silhouette is still the same. Ah, man. I don't know. The problem again is this right here. $70. $70 fucking bucks. Just like wait for a while or something though. I know, but a part of me would like to actually see it for myself because, again, Dead Space 1 is very fucking close to my heart. As you can see. So, honestly, a part of me wants to play it day one and wants it to be good because this is something I deeply fucking care about. Despite, you know, all my hatred and vitriol for EA. 155. Weak. Hey! Half-Life Alyx doesn't count for you, you dumbass. You don't actually play it. You just sit there and S2FM or SFM2 or whatever the fuck. Be like, funny source, funny ragdolls. funny ragdolls. Nothing but funny ragdolls. Anyhow, yeah, let's get back to business then. But hey, that was the first time we had a... there's no ragdolls in S2FM. Nah, that's just because you're weak. If you were better... That's just a skill issue on your part. If you were better at S2FM, then you'd have ragdolls. I don't know. But hey, for now we have this version of Dead Space, the original, which is still fine and dandy and perfectly playable. After some tweaking. I mean, mind you, I had to go into the fucking, you know, I had to go into the control panel. I had to use NVIDIA Inspector. The aliasing is fucked again. God fucking damn it, I'm not even gonna fucking bother. Yeah, the aliasing is fucked again. Okay, God fucking damn it. You know, I'm just never allowed to have anything, am I? Fuck me, bro. Don't like that they are remaking the game after deleting this. Yeah, I know. It kind of bothers me as well. Like the guys at Motive that they brought in to remake this. I mean, they seem to be pretty okay. It's like from the material I've seen, not just this trailer earlier, but in general. They seem to want to be faithful, but on the other hand, it's also still like, fuck, man. Like, EA doesn't fucking deserve to do more things with this game. Not if they fucking killed the franchise. I don't know, John. Why do you have 520 hours in Cyberpunk? Kind of like spit in the face to the developers who made it. Yeah. Well, to be fair, some of those developers went on to make the Callisto Protocol, so maybe they deserve a spit in the face. No, I shouldn't say that. They worked very hard on that. It's just, you know, they made bad game, and bad game is funny, so I'll make fun of them. Yeah, it's kind of bothering me too as well. That's why I am kind of struggling with the fuck. Did I not pick up the node from there? Like there's no, there's no other way inside there. No. That's strange. I thought I picked up the node that from there last time. Well, whatever. Are you able to rob trains? Well, not in this game, but you should be able to. It's just, you know, expect... Basically, Arson, because apparently the NPCs in Red Dead 2 have smartphones, expect lawmen to be there in like 5 minutes after you started robbing the train. Because, you know, Red Dead 2 is very realistic. And lawmen are apparently have psychic links to everything.
Please remove the capsule.
Let's hope that poison works. Head back to the tram station and get him to hydroponics as fast as you can. Still no response from Hammond, so be careful. There's no telling how contaminated that deck is.
I'm beginning to truly admire your spirit, misplaced as it may be. I think you should see the whole plan.
God, the alias thing's actually messing with me now. God damn it.
You deserve to witness.
Why did it get turned off again? No! No! Why no anti-aliasing? Ah! Alright. Okay, about Lawman. I'm playing as Arthur and I'm at the last chapter of the game, so the price in my head won't matter. True, but the your honor meter will matter. Because I think robbing trains, robbing people, and killing lawmen also decreases your honor for some fucking reason, even if you're masked. Even if, you know, you are a criminal and it's kind of what you're supposed to do. You know, even if you don't hurt anybody, even if you literally do a perfect robbery where nobody gets hurt, it still decreases your honor because reasons. Going around doing sad stuff. Don't you not get Arthur's money as John anyway? I don't think you do. I think John starts up with his own budget.
Perhaps now you will understand. The work I have done must continue. Will continue.
Bra moment.
I, Dr. Charles Mercer, shall serve as the catalyst to the salvation of our species. These specimens will return to Earth.
God, the aliasing is so
spread
horrendous.
Fuck. Glory across the entire planet.
Again, glasses. Yeah, see. Don't you love it? Yeah, I think John starts off with his own budget. Anywho, game time. It's gamer time. Man, fuck these babies. All my homies hate babies. Especially, you know, if they're mutated necromorph monstrosities. Hello. How about you stay right there? Poggers.
Freezing cycle successful. Transporting patient.
Whammo.
Let's just hope that's the last we see of that thing. I've managed to override Mercer's lockdown. There's a secondary tram station nearby, and you can take it to hydroponics. Let's just hope there's enough time.
Alrighty then. But yeah, it's... I guess the reason why I'm fighting with my... I mean, I mentioned this already. The reason why I'm kind of fighting with myself about buying the new Dead Space Remake is, again, I'd be giving money to EA. On the other hand, like I said, it's literally a remake of one of my favorite games of all time. Of all times, it's like, You know, it's as if the fucking Crowbar Collective suddenly released a remake of HL2, but in Source 2, and I was like, fuck, I need to play that right now. Right fucking now! Did I miss anything? Actually, let me make sure. Oh, boy. Holy sliding texture. I don't think I missed anything, did I? No, I should be fine. No, I think it's fine. But yeah, I don't know. You know, in my heart of hearts, I want to believe, you know, that good old cynicism, that good old fucking rationale and cynicism do be like, hey, you know better than that. It's like, yeah, I know. I don't want to, but I know. Also, I guess another question would be is, would that remake Because, you know, that's always an interesting, like, kind of philosophical question with remakes. Not remasters, because remasters, you know, are just a game, but the same game but brushed up, but actual remakes. It's like, will it replace the original, or will it just act as its own, like, thing? But Project 17 instead of Crowbar Collective, and also someone managed to spend like 4 years remaking 3 maps. Wait, isn't that the group of losers that you belong to? Ha! L plus ratio. I'm not buying DS Remake, pirating that shit. I can respect that. I kinda just stay away from pirating these days because, you know, if I can afford something, I'd rather do that than risk, you know, all the shit that comes with torrents. But no, I can definitely respect that.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Elizabeth Cross reporting. I'm pleased to say that we're working close to maximum capacity at the present time. All flora is healthy and thriving, and food yield has created a surplus. I was going to pass the surplus on to the colony, but the captain has given a no-fly order. I want to note my opposition
this
to that
aliasing is
order.
actually fucking burning my eyes out.
Everyone knows
I
they're
hate
in trouble
it.
down there, and I don't see what
hate
denying
it.
them our surplus will
Ah! Yes, funny gore. Again, it'll be interesting. Jesus. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the DS Remake. I don't know, man. God. Hello? I guess at one point I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm, you know, either cynical and blackpill to the fact, to the point that I can't even, you know, enjoy a remake of one of my favorite games, or... Oh yeah, wait, that's what I was going on about. Yeah, replacements and standing beside each other. Because, you know, with a remaster, there's an easy argument to be made that, you know, it's basically a replacement, you know? It's the exact same game, just brushed up, with better resolution, better support for modern hardware, yada yada yada. But like a ground-up remake, it's like at that point, could you even talk about the replacement? Because, you know, it should be completely different. Well, completely different, not completely different, but it would be inherently different. So, yeah. Arson, would you watch me if would you watch my streams if I played the DS Remake here on Twitch? I mean, as long as Twitch didn't nay me. Well, I guess I wouldn't have to worry about Twitch that much. It would mainly be YouTube, because apparently YouTube don't like it when gory games have their videos uploaded. Hi.
Isaac. Good to see you in one piece. Don't take your helmet off. The air's rotten. I gotta look at it. It's huge. You won't believe it. Shut itself in food storage. Crew that was on this deck, I think they're what's poisoning the air. They've been transformed.
Honestly, the voice acting is still fine.
Bloated, swollen. They're like poison factories. We need to take them out where we can still breathe.
Hammond! I thought you were dead. You
Father
need to get
Hope.
to cleaner air. You're not going to be able to help Isaac in your condition.
The fuck?
Isaac,
Oh, I was about to say.
I'm scanning the area now. He's right. There's something really big in food storage. But I can't get a good scan. Monitor readings are off the scale. Be careful.
But yeah, no, I mean, the voice acting here is just fucking fine. I mean, for a game from 2008.
But I can't override the integrity lockdown. You have to destroy the pods to bring the
I
air
guess by
quality
2008,
up.
voice
Then
acting
you
in
can
general
go
was
through
pretty
and use the poison on the
good.
Leviathan.
At least in English, you know, at least in the original languages. Couldn't tell you about the German dub, to be honest. I always just played this game in English. My main gripe with the German dub is that Hammond's voice actor is the same voice actor as Commander Shepard in the German dub of Mass Effect. So, you know, every time the one time I tried to play this game with the German dub, it was just like I just heard the Commander Shepard and it was just like, nope, not doing it. I cannot unhear that. And I just switched back over because that was just like, holy fucking cannoli, I have way too much ammo. Well, okay, I might keep the pulse rounds because there will be a lot of necromorphs. But yeah, it is. Fuck it, I'll buy another node. I have the money for it. Talking about German dubs and German versions, I recently watched a video about the quirks of German Half-Life. Mainly, you know, the dubs and the censorship. And let me tell you, growing up, like,
I suppose I should be glad that
games,
Ham's alive, but I still don't trust him. I think he's hiding something about the marker.
Like, games here in Switzerland aren't actually censored. Like, that's the funny part. There's no active censorship over here. Like, we don't censor shit, aside from the same stuff that everybody else would censor. The main problem was that, you know, a lot of the fucking boxed games that we have here get imported from either Germany or Austria. If they're from Austria, they're uncensored. If they're from Germany, they're censored. And you have 3 guesses to, you know, to guess which versions I was mostly stuck with. So yeah, it kind of instilled a deep hatred for me of anything that kind of removes gore or it's why disappearing bodies, like just why I just hate them. Because again, German version of Half-Life 2, the bodies fucking disappeared before they even hit the floor, and I just hated that, especially because I knew other people were playing the same game as I and didn't have to put up with that bullshit. I know it's irrational of me for it to make me that angry because I mean it's a silly little video game. Like, who cares if the bodies disappear? But even still, I hated it. So that's kind of I think that's probably what started me down my path of, you know, not wanting anything to disappear in games. Like, if I could make it that all bodies, all shell casings, everything in games just stayed all the time, I fucking would. Just fucking watch me. Oh boy. Ha! Miss me with that shit. I'm juking, you can't hit me. You can't touch me. There you go. Also, the video watching the quirks of German Half-Life, he did remind me that not all of the dub was all bad. Like, for the longest time I had this idea in my head that the German dub of Half-Life 2 was just horrendously bad. It isn't. It has some good parts to it, but holy shit, German G-Man is an actual fucking war crime. Whoa! Okay, hi there. Okay, I'm about to skedaddle. Fuck, man, I should have heard that coming. Getting soft in my old age. Oh, hi there. Far out. I think there's another one. Oh, there's multiple ones still. Jesus. Okay. I do find it funny how the necromorphs have, you know, very blatantly gentleman rules, where then they're just gonna slow walk if they're behind you. Like, if they're behind you, they're not gonna sprint at you just to give you a chance to hear them. It's whatever you say, John. Whatever you say, my man. I'm not even gonna honor that. You know, I mean, with you, I'd expect to be constantly hard, especially when listening to me, but... Fuck that. Was there like a med pack down there? Hold on a second. Am I being dumb? Ugh. But yeah, no, German G-Man is an actual fucking war crime. Because like, again, it's compared to the English performance, it's actually like a fucking high school play. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, they butchered him. Like, the guy tried to give him like those weird like weird like the weird speech pattern with, like, you know, empathizing certain words very much and like drawing out his S's and shit, but bruh. Maybe I can show it later if I remember to. It's a thing of horrendous fucking beauty. I'm not gonna do it by setting my my version of Half-Life 2 to German, because I fucking fought hard for my copies to finally be uncensored. And by fought hard, I mean I messaged you know, I messaged Steam support and cried to them. I was like, keep uncensored, please. Please keep uncensored. I'm so sad. And, you know, then I got it. But yeah, there should probably be videos of it. God, I mean, the most other voices are kind of... I mean, again, Alex is fine, but in comparison to, like, her English voice actress, not much of a fan. Barney is really fucking strange. Like, he has all these weird implications and this really strange accent in the German version where he just draws out certain words for no reason. It's... I couldn't even describe it in English because it would make zero fucking sense. It's like such a weird way of talking. Like, I've never heard anybody talk like that, even in German or anything like that. Like, he always talks in this funny, with this funny emphasization, where he draws out his last words and kind of has these weird tones. It's like, it's so bizarre. Again, maybe if I remember to, I can show it at the end of the stream. Whoa, okay, hi there. Man, that's not cool, bro. That's not very cash money. There you go. Learned your lesson. Like, I saw him out of the corner of my eye. Fuck me. Ah, fine. I've got health kits for days. Germanoid. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, of which game? Of Red Dead 2 or of Dead Space? Because honestly, I can also imagine some chapters in RDR2 that I'm not a big fan of. I found this mission annoying. So you are talking about Dead Space. Because honestly, the one part... Dead Space, okay. Isn't this a Bioshock set piece? Oh, you mean because of Arcadia? I wouldn't really say it's very comparable, because, you know, Arcadia in what was it called? Was it called Arcadia Bay? In Bioshock 1 is responsible for the air, but it's also kind of like a hangout spot. It's kind of like a public park. This looks, you know, this is more supposed to be a farm where they just grow food. So it's somewhat similar, but I wouldn't say they really do the same. Though, admittedly, I will admit, the fact that, you know, both set pieces are about the air being poisoned, I do admit is
Toxics detected in atmosphere processing.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Has been notified.
So yeah, surface similarities. Anyway, what was I going about? Oh yeah, Red Dead 2. I mean, without spoiling too much, but the ending of Red Dead 2 just drags on, in my opinion. It's like, I don't know. Like, after the stuff in Saint Denis, it just kind of gets, or rather after the island chapter, it kind of just gets depressing at one point. I just kind of found it hard to care.
Isaac, make us whole again.
No. Cope and seethe, whore. Ah, there you are. They didn't kill him? Really? Well, fine. But yeah, I didn't have much of a problem with this chapter or this mission. It's, I mean, it is a bit slower paced. Aside from, you know, there's moments when you're just fucking, when you enter the Thunderdome and you have to like fight off a horde of necromorphs. That's, I don't know. This chapter is kind of like a B, A minus. I do like the build up to the Leviathan though. I do think that's pretty cool. That's pretty pog champ. Honestly, there isn't really any chapter in Dead Space that I dislike, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, sure, they all have their own quirks or anything, but there's not really any... Oh, there's a medkit up there. Yoink. But I don't think there's like any chapter that I actively dislike, or that I like don't want to play through. Now, the beginning is fire. All the way up to here with like the medical section, the bridge, the asteroids is all fine. What comes after this? What comes after hydroponics? Does the engineering section come after this? No, not the engineering section, the mining section. I think the mining section comes after this, doesn't it? Where you have to like prepare to shoot out an asteroid with like a beacon on it. Oh, does that come later? Fuck, I'm actually shocked that I don't know. Don't say that, John. Also, you know, don't write that in chat expecting me to fucking say it out loud. Fuck off. No. The game is up, you motherfucker. I've realized the folly of my ways of reading out stuff from chat. It's not happening. Not added to counter. Fuck off! The counter is not a bit. We're not making the counter a bit. No. Stop that. The counter is not gonna become a fucking bit. Also, this section actually looks pretty cool with like the light going along the hallways. Why don't you count some bitches? Good fucking question. Fucking hell. Man, what have I done to deserve this? That fucking the counter is gonna become a bit. I never asked for this. Oh my god, remember when everybody was fucking making memes about that, about fucking Deus Ex Human Revolution? I never asked for this. Holy shit, bro. No, it's not a funny bit. No. Stop it. Get some help. You know, I never played through Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really should one of these days, shouldn't I? I don't know, somehow it just never really grabbed me. Which is weird because it used to be really fucking hyped up back in the day. Then again, technically speaking, I never finished the story of Skyrim. After all the years of playing it, all the years of owning it, all the hours of playing it, I never finished the story in Skyrim. You don't even own Skyrim? That's impossible. Everybody owns at least 2 copies of Skyrim. No. John, I'm pretty sure you own Skyrim, you just don't know yet. Like, Skyrim is like that Thanos meme. It is literally inevitable. plus ratio. Oh wait, fuck, I had the Amazon Alexa version at some point. What?! Oh my god, I forgot about that fucking bit. With the Amazon Alexa... Was that an actual... That was an actual thing, wasn't it? Jesus. Wasn't one part of that joke also that it was like running on the fridge in that fucking commercial? Bruh. But yeah, Skyrim is like the flu. Everybody has it. Oh no. L plus ratio for the baby. Hey yo. John, I'm pretty sure you own the regular version somewhere. Like I said, you just don't know it yet. Everybody owns Skyrim. You're just not aware of it yet. And like I said, it is inevitable.
Warning.
Oh yeah, this thing.
System still active. Entering filtration tubes is extremely hazardous.
No shit. Why is the Ishimuro's idea of filtration? Why does it involve like giant hallways of fire? What the fuck are we filtering out?
Hello?
Everything?
Hello, security? Thank God. This is Dr. Croft in hydroponics. I'm trying to locate second engineer Jacob Temple. I can't get through to engineering. Of course I know there's a ship-wide medical alert. That's why I'm trying to locate him. No, we're safe for now, but the tram is down and we can't reach the escape pods. Hello? Hello?
Damn son. Does that spawn some necromorphs here? Oh yeah, it does. I wonder what I should do. Oh. Oh, voice activated assistant thing is so dumb. Oh, you mean the principle of Alexa in general? I mean, you know, I always have to think of that fucking boomer joke about somebody saying I'm never gonna let the government wiretap me, and then you turn towards your living room and you say, hey, wiretap, look up something for me on the internet. It's like, you know, of course Amazon is using something like Alexa to, you know, actively listening on you. I mean, how wouldn't they? This is so sad. Alexa, please play Despacito. I never owned one of those things. Never even used anything like Siri or Cortana or Alexa. Never. Because, first of all, you know, again, they're actively fucking spying on us. It's not even like some QAnon conspiracy bullshit or anything like that. Like, it's fucking obvious they're actively using it to, you know, listen in on us. Like, I mean, I already know my fucking PC is listening in on me. Funny story, and the entire reason Amazon made the thing, probably. Funny story though, it doesn't happen all the time, thankfully, but there have been a few situations where I've talked with somebody on Discord about like a game or a product, and then on the next day or maybe the day after, it got recommended to me on Steam, Google, whatever. It doesn't happen all the time. They're not making it too obvious, but... And I know I sound kind of schizo saying that, but there have been a few times where, after mentioning one specific thing, it got recommended to me. And I was like, very fucking funny. So like, you know, of course Windows is listening in. Right, a little bit of a bit more in the first 10 minutes low. Lamau. Well, that's because you have ADHD. But yeah, that's the price we pay for modern day, you know, comfortable living. Is holy shit, this section is loud. Is you know, you just have to be aware that Anyway, what was I going on about? Oh yeah, it's one of the realities of life is all these services that you use, all the information you give them, they're gonna use it. I mean, you know, why wouldn't they? It's like, you know, if somebody wants to truly protect their privacy, they have to go out of their way and, you know, potentially make some sacrifices in that regard. I.e., you know, fucking refuse some services. You little shit. I'm well aware, John. I'm not defending Alexa or anything. I'm well aware of how fucking useless that thing is. Like I said, I don't use any of those voice command things either because it's just like, why, you know? Oh, talking about something. I mean, I'm aware of the fact that I turned off targeted ads, so you know I can't make the joke that Google is trying to tell me something. Even though sometimes I feel like, despite the fact that you turn off targeted ads, they kind of still try and target you with some stuff. But the funny thing is, recently I've seen ads on YouTube, on mobile should I say, for like just some AI girlfriend. Was like, say hi to what's her face, and you'll never need a real woman again. You can talk to her, she can send you the nudes and all that. No, I was like, Google, are you fucking trying to tell me something? Because I'm about to fucking slap you. I'm not that lonely yet. You've seen that too? That and the fucking mobile game ads are absolute fucking cancer. The mobile game ads are just getting worse these days. Like, some of them are openly fucking showing fetish material at this point. Campaign being pretty subtle about it now. It's just the roleplay and send nudes. Yeah, exactly. It's like, bruh. Also, the fact that some ads are using memes. Thankfully, they're still memes. Like, you know, those boomers over there still don't know how to properly use them. But the fact that some of them unironically use memes now to try and get you is like, fuck off, okay? Just fuck off. But yeah, I'm fairly certain some of those like mobile game ads are just now blatantly showing fetish material. Because there have been a lot of fucking mobile game ads where that involve stuff like vor, giantism, all that weird shit. I was like, who the fuck is this? I mean, I know, you know, going back to something like Elsagate, I know this shit is weird and apparently some people get off to it, but it's like, why? Like one of those ads, like this guy laying on top of like a giant woman, and you know, then he gets dragged off, gets eaten by a giant dragon, lands in its stomach and shit, and I'm just like, why? What have I done to fucking have my eyes cursed with this shit? What have I done to deserve such a fate? You know, here I am talking about a horrible fate while, you know, this poor bastard over here is actively screaming at me. What the fuck like clicks on it? Maybe children. I don't fucking know, man. I hope children don't fucking click on it. Because it's like, at that point, you know, if I had children, I wouldn't fucking let them watch, you know, YouTube on their phones or iPads because I wouldn't want them to see this shit. Like so blatant fucking fetish material hiding as YouTube ads. Fuck that, or rather mobile game ads. So it really fucking begs the question of who is this bullshit even made for? Oh, funny thing is, talking about boomers and dumbass ads, I actually kind of found it funny when I saw like ads that said, yo, we just scanned your phone. It is full of viruses, and all of your data is bloated. Click here to make a virus scan and free all of your data. You know, with like the big warning signs and everything. And honestly, that got a chuckle out of me because I haven't seen one of those fucking scam ads in ages. Yeah, I don't know. Like the world of mobile game ads has just become so bizarre. It's become like nightmarishly fucking bizarre at this point. Because again, you have all of this blatant like fetish material, all of this weird like unsettling bullshit. And again, like I said, some of that stuff is bordering on, very closely bordering on fucking NSFW. Because I think you also mentioned it once in chat, John, but yeah, there were also those ads where they just, you know, showed like furry or hentai women in front of you and be like, oh, she wants to be your princess or some shit like that, and like, bruh, this is bordering on fucking being NSFW. Why are you putting this on my phone?
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Oh wait, we're gonna get the big guy, aren't we? Where is he? There he is! Big man on deck. Alright, just stay like that for a sec. Oh, come on! Hold on. Okay, hold on, keep staying like that. I said stay like that! God fucking damn it, nobody listens to me anymore. There you go. Yeah, ads are fucking bizarre in general. I guess because, you know, most normal purple... purple? Purple. Apparently we're not people, we're not purple. No, because apparently... I'm pretty sure most normal people don't fall for, like, the... You know, the ads as they used to be, so now it's just like they're trying and trying even more and more to just keep pushing the... They keep trying to find out more ways to just fuck with us. It's like... Bro, no. Stop it. It's the only time I feel like ads could be effective. Yeah. I mean, brand recognition is powerful, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm fairly certain I've fallen it for myself as well. Even though, you know, I'd like to believe I don't fucking... You know, I don't care about what kind of brands I've seen in ads. But the thing is, you've seen it somewhere before and suddenly, you know, it clicks in your mind like, I could have sworn I've seen this brand somewhere before. Well, it's the one I'm currently familiar with, so let's go with that. Like, it's just, you know, they kind of just bank on that human idea of conformity, so that you go for the one that you recognize, and you recognize the one that you've seen on TV or wherever the hell else. McDonald's ad, I'm like, yeah, that would be cool right now. Bruh, who goes to fucking McDonald's? John, you live in the US. Your McDonald's is actual fucking poison. Why would you do that? Like, you know, if you were living somewhere here in the dream world of Europe, you know, where we actually have fucking quality for standards for our food, sure, but in the US? In the US of A, imagine going to McDonald's. Couldn't be me, for real, for real. Wishing for New Game Plus for RDR2. That would be cool. True. I mean, I guess... Well, no, the epilogue isn't really that. I mean, the epilogue is that in terms of the open world, but like all the side quests, all like the story missions, yeah. Then again, there's so little like freedom of choice. In the side missions, it's like, you know... not side missions, especially in the... Well, sometimes in the side missions, but apparently in the main... especially in the main missions. It's like, you know, what would you gather from a New Game Plus? Other than, you know, trying to get all the medals, which, fuck that. McDonald's goes hard? No, it doesn't. So we don't have McDonald's anymore because of Russian sanctions. What, did they remove McDonald's? Okay, it's bizarre. But, no, McDonald's doesn't go hard. Like, McDonald's, I would say... I mean, McDonald's here in Switzerland or in Europe in general, I would say is like a low B tier or maybe a high C tier. But McDonald's in like the USA, I imagine it's like a low C tier or maybe a high D tier or some shit like that. Like I cannot imagine McDonald's over there being good. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to eat too much food in the US anyway. Like I'm not even doing this as like a haha USA bad funny bit or anything. Like you guys put so much fucking sugar in everything. I genuinely wouldn't want to eat anything over there. It's like, don't get me wrong, we have also plenty of additives and sugar over here in Europe, but it's like, with you guys, it's just unfucking real. Other fast food McDonald's is pretty cool. I don't know. We send sanctions to Russia, and since we are in CIS, we get hit too. Man, fucking hell. Imagine being in the coalition of independent systems and opposing the Republic. Man, Arson, why did you decide to be the bad guy in the Clone Wars? Come on. Come on, my dude. Come on, you've seen the movies. You seen the series, right? You know how this goes. Okay, I wouldn't. You could not pay me to eat Taco Bell in the USA. Like you could genuinely not fucking pay me for that. They pretend to be food.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Cross reporting. Something huge just slammed into the hull near food storage. It wasn't a rogue asteroid. I know what that sounds like. But it was big and heavy. I'll report again when I know more.
But yeah, Austin, stop being on the side of the droids. Come on, you're better than that. You know, that is a very funny thing to imagine, though. Is like, when you look at countries like Russia and consider its allies, very big fucking quotations right there. It's like, you know, former Soviet, former Soviet states, or, you know, North Korea, China, fucking Iran. It's like, must feel good to be part of the bad guys, eh? It's like, Jesus. I'm not talking like about you, Arson. Of course, you have no fucking choice because, you know, you live there. I'm just talking about like the political leaders in the upper echelons of like Russia. It's like very interesting allies that they have there. Like cyberpunk food where you can't grow animals or crops or anything, so we just use algae. Bruh. More like algae. Ha! Oh wait, no, fuck, that actually also works. Damn it! Algae. Ah, damn. Oh, fuck. Okay, I messed up the funny. Well, fucking flail me now. Add it to the counter. Oh, fuck off. We're not doing the counter bit. Stop it. Wait a second, doesn't it despawn at some point? I'm pretty sure the game just fucking... Okay, it hasn't despawned yet. I'm pretty sure, though, it just despawns the canister at one point. Oh wait, no, you get this section with the funny tentacle. No full auto in buildings, unless, you know, you get grabbed by giant hentai. I just have too much of everything. Okay, fine. Duh. God, the mouse sensitivity on this surface just goes all over the fucking place. But yeah, you could not pay me to like eat at Taco Bell in the US or anything like that. Like, I realized how much how much you Americans are at fault for giving Mexican food. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it disappeared. How much you Americans are at fault for giving Mexican food a bad rep? Because, you know, we were the Mexican a while ago after school. Like an actual real Mexican place, you know, like actually where there was actual proper food. And that shit, shut the fuck up, Temple. And that shit was delicious. And you know what? No bowel problems. No bowel problems. Like I didn't have the shits or anything after that. It was fucking delicious, fucking filling, and my tummy didn't get upset by it. I was like, God fucking, it's so fucking unfair that Americans give Mexican food such a bad rep because, you know, Taco Bell is just, it's all their fucking fault. Eating it every time. time I do, my life expectancy goes down by a few years. Well, to be fair, you never had much of a life expectancy anyway, because again, American. It's like, you know, don't get too attached to your life now. Stop this cringe at once. Oh, why are you giving me medpacks? I don't need them. See, I'm juking all of you. Look at these moves. Fucking hell. But yeah, I mean, John, I think you're just gonna have to accept the fact that you're not gonna get very old anyway, because L plus American. With Taco Bell related bowel problems. Really? Because that's always the one thing I hear about Taco Bell is like, if you eat that shit, expect to fucking shit your soul out the next day. Jesus Christ. Just never had that happen. I think that might just be because your fucking bowels have just stopped functioning at this point. Like, do you have like a mechanical liver or something like that? I mean, again, I want to talk. I'm not like the paragon of healthiness or anything like that.
That's the last one,
but I'm very glad to be living where I am, because, you know, I'm actually able to eat healthy food.
Once the air's clean, you can get into food storage. Isaac, I've been reading these reports. The crew all began having mass hallucinations, and...
Shit, 2 years. Yeah,
well,
that sounds about right.
I just saw my brother on a security monitor, and that's just not possible.
You know, it's funny that Kendra says this, because later in the game, after she, you know, after she turns out to be the sus imposter, she reprimands Isaac for being insane. You know, she says like, "Hey, Isaac, you've lost your mind. Nicole is fucking dead. She nay-nayed herself." But like, Kendra admitted that she was also feeling the effects of it. So, you know, why do that? Maybe it's just a tactic. Maybe she didn't actually see her brother. She's just like, you know, gotta endear myself to Isaac, the insane man, the insane crazy man in heavy armor with weapons that can shred someone to pieces. Things no human should witness, let alone eat. Dude, I would not be shocked if at some point you ate human meat while you were at Taco Bell. I would genuinely not be shocked at this point. Like, I would not be shocked if like at one point you had like part of a toe or something in like your meal. Best case scenario. Oh, we're at that point, eh? Fucking hell. Healthy eating in America, just start eating other people. Taking another Taco Bell taco, it's fucking disgusting. I don't know about that. I feel like even as a whole it would be vile. But yeah, again, I mean, I wouldn't really argue that the big chain foods over here are like that much better. Like McDonald's over here in Europe, I think is definitely better, at least from what I've heard, from what I've read. And like I said, I'm in no hurry to try out American McDonald's. But, you know, they're still mostly just mid-tier. But, like, the local chains... Now that's real shit. I mean, you know, there's not all too many of them around anymore because inflation and gentrification. But, you know, I mean, I guess semi-local. Like, if something like McDonald's is AAA, then, you know, some of these restaurants are veering towards AA, and they're still pretty fun. Like I said, I recently had a burger with a friend. The burger was fucking delicious. Honestly, it was one of the best fucking burgers I had in a while, which made me angry, because for the burger, and the fries, and the sauce, no drinks, just a normal menu, I paid $30. I paid $30 dues for the whole package. It made me violently angry, honestly. Because it's just like, the burger was fucking delicious. It was one of the best fucking burgers I ever had. But just like, the price range is just such dog shit. Oh, it was actually depressing how fucking much it cost me. Like, you know, people will say like, haha, you know, you over there in Switzerland, you earn so much fucking money. I don't know. Maybe they put fucking gold or something in the burger, and that's why I had to pay so much. But yeah, you know, people joke like, haha, you earn so much in Switzerland, but it's like, yeah, we earn a lot, but everything costs so much more too. Like, you know, in some parts of the world, in most parts of Europe, you probably pay like $3 to maybe maximum $5 for like a doner. Over here, expect to fucking pay, you know, expect to pay fucking $10. Why? Because fuck you. It's like, life is fucking pain, bro. Life is just pain. So merely get a remote job in Switzerland. Good luck with that. Because, as much as I hate to say it, Switzerland is still deeply fucking racist and isolationist. It's not as bad in the cities, like where I live. You know, the bigger places where, you know, people actually fucking go outside and don't have to fucking fuck their sister to pass the time. But you go anywhere inland and fucking forget about it. That's nah, forget about it. Plus, don't expect them to actually pay you well, because you know you're an outsider. You don't actually live here, so you don't deserve to get like a good pay. Because again, no, guys, we're definitely not racist. It's a part about Switzerland I really don't enjoy. It's like, we are very progressive in some parts, but honestly, the country itself is still deeply fucking racist. And nobody fucking says anything about it. It's fucking messed up, man. Like, I mean, for the longest time in the last few years, our main right-wing party was the biggest party around. They had like the most seats in government and everything. It's a fucking embarrassment, because the right-wing party is it's a fucking clown show. They're literally just a fucking clown show at this point. Okay, to explain. We'll have voting season this February, where, you know, we'll have to vote on our representatives for the state. And, you know, you see the placards out there with you know, the different parties making the statements of why they should be voted. And you have that conservative right-wing party, and their best argument is because we care for family. Because family is important. That's all they have to say. You know, the other ones make arguments like, hey, you know, we want to try and make life better for these people. Hey, we want equality for both sexes, yada yada yada. You know, meaningless shit if we're being honest, but at least they're trying. The main conservative party here in Switzerland, all they have to say is, because family is important. And it shows the most widespread fucking family you've ever seen. Husband, wife, 2 children, eating fucking fondue. And I'm just like, this, for the longest time was the biggest party in our country. Honestly, whenever I think of that, I'm actually ashamed of being Swiss. Because it's a fucking embarrassment. The SVP, translated to English, it would mean like basically the Swiss People's Party, which they aren't. They're not. They're economists. All they fucking care about, and all they all they always have cared about, all they will always care about is money and the economy. It's so fucking bizarre because, you know, with COVID, with the Swiss penis party, yeah, exactly. With well, no, it doesn't work because it's oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. But yeah, you know, with COVID, you would have expected people to actually see these parties for what they really are, because, you know, COVID was kind of masks off. That's where you really saw what some people actually cared about. And again, said conservative parties, especially that conservative party that I'm talking about, they were always the first ones to say, no COVID restrictions, what about the economy? No, we don't want any more COVID restrictions. What about the money? Literally. We recently had a vote about fatherhood vacations. So like a father can a father can also, you know, take a vacation for like 1 or 2 months to be with his fucking child, you know, to be with his newborn child. Like that was one thing we were voting on. And again, their argument was, but then we're not gonna have any workers. What about the money? It's like, and you know, I really expected that everybody, you know, during COVID would have seen how much of a fucking clown show they are, but they still get voted. They actively voted against COVID restrictions that, you know, helped save lives and that helped, you know, keep this pandemic in check. But nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody gives a shit. And to me, that's just fucking unbelievable. Lumping unrelated issues to get into a binary choice of entire world war. Yeah. I honestly, every time I think about the fact that party unironically gets voted, and for the longest time they had the most seats in our government, I just want to shoot myself. I just want to put a bullet through my brain. Because how the fuck did we let that happen? Yeah, shut up. Oh, it makes me unreasonably angry. And, you know, I know politics, it'll always be bullshit, it'll always be, you know, it'll never be the way you want it to be, it'll never be, you know, the right way, the good way, whatever. But it's just like...
Damn it. The poison wasn't strong enough. It's still alive. Get in there and kill it before it contaminates the entire ship.
But yeah, it's not even like we have partisan politics or anything. We have multiple parties. We have like, oh, how many are there? Like 9 to 10 different parties. And the fact I think we have like the main big 6 or big 7 that hold like the most seats or some shit like that. Like we're not there where the US is at, that we just have right wing and left wing. But even still, like considering how much of a clown show the right-winger conservative parties are, I am genuinely shocked that anybody actually fucking votes for them. And again, Jesus, this is really fucking loud. Okay, take a chill pill game. I need to fucking kill this nerd. He do be pissing me off. Fucking hentai looking ass fuck. I'ma beat up this fucker right now. Where are the big ones? What the fuck are those canisters? Oh, there you are. Gimme. I said gimme. Any day now. And you know, I'm well aware, haha funny, I'm basically fighting a giant anus. I am well aware of the implications. You don't get to add that one to the counter because that's the game's doing. Okay, there we fucking go. Wait, I took damage? What the fuck did I take damage? Oh, whatever. Never mind. Yeah, see? Fuck you.
Isaac, you did it. Hammond, do you read? Oxygen levels are returning to normal.
Oh wait, I get to bring the audio back to, down again. Honestly, I think what I would have needed to was lower voice volume because I think that things wasn't doing SFX but voices.
He's gone
instead.
again. No sign of his rig anywhere. It's up to us now. I've got a plan to get off this ship. I've located an SOS beacon on the mining deck. If you can get down there and activate it, we might be able to send a distress call. Oh god. I don't know how much longer the turret will hold.
Okay, so yeah, the next section is the one with the mining deck. Alright, so I did remember correctly. Nice. Any more chip damage I took? No. Okay. But yeah, what was I going on about? Oh yeah, right-wing parties being clowns. It's like, you know, actually, I guess I shouldn't get too much into it. Basically, I guess what I'm gonna end this on is, I'm very fucking happy that we don't have, you know, US partisan politics just yet. We have a fucking clown party, that's for fucking sure. You know, a party that cares more about its own money than the fucking people they're supposed to represent, but hey, you know, who am I to expect for politicians to actually fucking hold their words, right? Political streamer. Shut the fuck up! It's fucking voting season over here, okay? I get to bitch and moan. You fucking Americans, think like all of us have to fucking care when you assholes are doing your dumbass fucking elections again. So you know what? This month I get to fucking bitch around and moan, so fuck off. Fucking typical American. Everything's just about themselves. Like honestly, you guys always make such a big fucking deal out of your goddamn elections, as if all of us had to fucking care. Like why? I didn't need to know about Orange Man Bad. I didn't give a shit. Why was that important to us? Who cares? Who fucking cares, man? God damn it. American politics are fucked anyway. Anyway, John, how does it feel to not have anybody represent you? Because you know you're not a big corporation, so no one in the system cares about you. You have to choose option 1 or option 2. Yes, exactly. And neither of the two are actually gonna do anything for you specifically, because, like I said, you are not Big Corporation Incorporated, aka you don't fucking exist. Man, way too much fucking ammo. Again, whoever started that fucking argument that corporations are people, it's fucking burn in hell. I've already made long ago and will stick with for our entire lives, regardless of what happens. Wonderful. But yeah, I guess I just wish you guys didn't think like all of us had to care about your fucking politics, because again, the fucking media circus around Trump was so tiring. Like, I felt like every fucking day they had something new to say about him. Like, oh my god, he eats babies. Oh my god, the wall. Oh my god, this and that. Like, bro, he's on the other side of the planet. Why am I supposed to care? Don't you get it? The option I chose is objectively good, and the other option is literally Hitler. Exactly. You know what I'd like? A fucking age limit for politicians. Like, the moment you turn 70 or something like that, you're not allowed in politics anymore. Because you're too old. You're old and senile. Go to bed, grandpa. I mean, isn't it kind of fucked up, though, that most politicians are just old farts? Like, you know, exactly those people who aren't in touch with the world, who don't have to live down the consequences of their decisions. Like, when the fuck did we decide that, you know, old people should be in charge of everything? I fucking didn't. I hate old people. The other side literally means babies. Yeah, exactly. By the way, that's something you can quote me on. I fucking hate boomers. Entitled ass motherfuckers.
This might be our last chance of getting out of here alive, Isaac. There's an asteroid loaded up in the mining bay waiting to be smelted. If you attach the SOS beacon to it, you can launch it away from the ship to make a clean broadcast. The beacon's on the maintenance subdeck. You can launch the asteroid from the control room. Damn, the control room is locked. It looks like they keep an emergency access key on the processing subdeck. Couldn't be easy, could it? I don't know how much more of this I can take.
You know, I know I'm not the first one to say this, and I know this is basically in the category of I'm 14 and this is deep, but yeah, isn't it kind of fucked up that, you know, we're perfectly fine and willing to send 18-year-olds out there onto the battlefield to die, but if you want to get into politics, oh no, that's reserved for the old people. Wake me up from this modern nightmare, eh? That's why I play games, honestly. It is just, at the end of the day, it is just pure escapism. Nothing else. It's like, you know, that there's definitely entertainment and fulfillment to be found, but at the end of the day, it's also just fucking escapism for the modern nightmare that we find ourselves in every day. Again, I'm not the first one to make this joke, but modern life just feels like a South Park episode anymore. And it never fucking ends. It's a South Park episode that refuses to end. That's the fucking nightmarish part about it. So it's only insane people. It's because sane people realize they can't effectively run government. Yeah, exactly. Okay. But yeah, just as there should be a fucking age limit on being able to drive cars, there should be a fucking age limit on being able to participate in politics. Like, if you're 70 years old, no, fuck off. I'm sorry, you're too old. You're fucking senile. It doesn't fucking matter for you anymore. Just because you're gonna croak it in 20 years anyway, and you're not gonna have to live out the bullshit that you decide for us. I know I sound extremely vitriolic, but honestly, baby boomers especially, like, I know not all of them are bad people. I'm sure most of them are perfectly fine people. Because, you know, not all of them were like the, oh my god, I own 2 houses and, you know, I moved out immediately after I was 18 years old and, you know, had like 3 cars and everything. Not all of them are like that, but my patience for them is wearing thin. Very, very fucking thin. Because again, it wasn't us who threw away our future. And again, it's fucking depressing if you think about it, because if you were to make like a poll about, you know, a poll amongst younger people, you know, people in the 20s, probably even people in the 30s, you know, if you were to ask them, hey, do you believe you have a do you believe you have a future in life? You know, do you have hope in your future? I'm pretty sure most people would say like no or probably not or something like that. The music adds a lot, yeah. Besides your Joker arc. I mean, it wouldn't help, because violence isn't the answer. I mean, I say that, but we did see some of the first fucking eco-terrorism last year. with like those French people like sabotaging that cement plant. So who fucking knows, man? Maybe violence will be the solution, even though it really fucking shouldn't be. That's what I mean. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about this anyway because it's just, you know, it's just depressing. We're not here to talk about that. You know, streams like this are supposed to be escapism, but
The mining subdeck is offline for some reason, Isaac.
Fuck it.
I'll see if I can run a bypass.
In other news, we looked at sound design today. We had a guy with us in school who, you know, actually worked in sound design for, God, how long? I think he's been in the business for like almost 20 years at this point. So you know, he looked at us through the different data formats, implementations, masking, all that kind of stuff. I mean, pretty technical for us, but it basically made it clear that if you have a bigger project where any kind of sound or music is of any kind of importance, you need an expert. You need somebody who knows their shit around that, because yeah, masking and layering and all that, yeah, gets complicated fast. Aside from procuring all those sound effects at all, you know, unless you want to, you know, be counted amongst those who use fucking stock sound effect libraries, you're gonna need somebody with like a fucking Foley studio or something. Sound design is super easy. Just you need good assets. Well, again, if you rely too much on a sound library, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna, you know, it's like the joke about the original Doom where, you know, the demons are camels.
We need to find a beacon.
There's gotta be one around here somewhere.
May I use HL2 stock sounds? No! Fuck off! Don't! But yeah, and also, yeah, if you want like proper Foley sounds, you're gonna need like a whole fucking studio for that, because it's like, you know, he showed us some videos from some people working in that environment, and it's literally just, it's like mad scientist mixed with like a Messi, you know, somebody who never throws anything away. It's like, it looks completely fucking, the studio is basically just a junkyard, but they somehow fucking make it work. And, you know, you tell them you want this kind of sound, you want this kind of effect, they're just gonna do it. Games will land stock sounds a lot still. Probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure the AAA sector probably uses a lot of self-recorded sounds because they can afford it. But yeah, indie sector is probably a lot of stock sounds. Admittedly, one part where I think the indie sector is actually stronger than the AAA sector is guns. Because again, the guns in fucking COD or Battlefield just sound so fucking fake. Because, you know, they're just digitized sounds with like added bass and everything. It just sounds so fucking horrendous. But then, you know, you look at something like Tarkov or Postscriptum or Hell Let Loose, where you can actually tell they made actual fucking field recordings, and it's a night and day difference. Cyberpunk is 65,000. There's no way they don't use a bunch of stock sounds. Depends. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they use stock sounds to help with it and to enhance part of it, but I can't believe they also made a lot of sounds themselves, because especially for like a cyberpunk game, for like anything sci-fi, you want to create like a lot of those sounds. Again, think back to the gold standard like Star Wars, you know, like those blaster sounds, the lightsaber sounds. You know, Ben, I think it was Ben Hur, what's his name, the sound designer, and yeah, that dude fucking made sounds that are now legendary. You ask anybody to like, you know, make a loud lightsaber sound, they're gonna make like vroom, vroom. Nah, COD guns do not sound good. They do not. Can I alt tab? Hold up, I'm gonna need to find a saving station, because I'm gonna have to make a point here. Hold on, save station. Believe me, COD's guns do not sound good. Hold up a moment. Where's that save station? There you are. Okay. Moment of truth. Alt tabbing seems to be fine. YouTube. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong account. Hold on, let me switch over to the other account just so I can make sure I find the right one. Because I already watched it once and I left a comment there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, hold on. We're now switching over to being React Andy again. You hear how much crisper that sound is, and how much fucking more life there is. Like, you actually, like, compare this, like, really fucking crisp. Like, you can really fucking feel the bang. It's a fucking firecracker. Again, the soundscape in Postscriptum is so much more fucking varied. Like, I do get what you mean, because if you hear like COD guns in isolation, they sound okay, because you think to yourself, well, it makes a bang sound, it has a lot of bass in it, it must be accurate. But if you see it in a comparison like this, because I distinctly remember watching this video, and hold on, I'm pretty sure I said this in my comment down there too. Yeah, exactly. You know, inaccuracies and anachronistic reloads aside, what really miss me are COD's weapon sounds, especially when compared to Postscriptum. In PS, the guns sound crisp and clear, with weapons having unique sound profiles and rhythms. I don't know if the team behind PS made field recordings for these sounds, but they definitely feel very natural and presumably lifelike. And then there's Vanguard. I never noticed it this much, but having it side by side with a game that's that much better in its soundscape, COD's guns actually started annoying the shit out of me. They all sound samey, lifeless, and robotic. So it feels like there's a slight compression on the sound, though that might be YouTube. It's fucking grating just how fake Vanguard's guns really sound. No soul behind it. Hold on, where are the assault rifles? I mean, again, the sound in this is just absolute fucking dog shit. I haven't seen a comparison like this for like... Yeah, you hear how much crisper that is, right? Hold on, let me actually see if there's like a comparison like that for one of the Modern Warfare games. Hold on. Modern Warfare, weapon, sound, comparison, or weapon comparison. Nope, that's remastered. It's more so hoping like something, a comparison between, you know... Oh, okay. One for 2019 versus Squad. I mean, I don't know how accurate the sounds in Squad are, but fucking hell. Might as well stylize it in a way that doesn't get annoying if you hear it a lot. You can't get a realistic depiction of weapon sounds because of how loud they are, even though recording is going to sound a bit distant. Yeah, but I don't think the COD way is the way to go. Oh, let's see this one then. Oh, I think that's Squad. Yeah, that's Squad, because, you know, he didn't do the tactical reload. Bruh, the added fucking bass on that. This isn't the worst offender at all. But again, compare and contrast. Jesus Christ, that sounds so fake. They made a 9mm sound like a fucking 50 cal. Okay, there we go. Let's go to something like the assault rifles. okay. I think I've heard better, but fair enough. I mean, you know, I've never fucking shot an M4 in my life, so I don't have like any real life reference, but I feel like I've heard better. Especially from Tarkov. Oh my fucking god, bro. This is unironically in a AAA game. Bruh. I wouldn't say the squad ones are annoying. They may be a bit. I think what the squad ones are lacking slightly is like a bit more bass. Not fucking bass boosted to the degree that fucking COD is. That's just fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I think all that the squad guns are kind of missing is a bit more like boom behind it. Jesus fucking Christ! They actually put this in a game. Bruh, yeah, no, it's a very good description. Like, COD is just trying way too hard. What the fuck, man? Those sounds are actual dog shit. Hold on a second. It's a COD and Tarkov gun comparison. Because I think the sounds in Escape from Tarkov are very fucking good. Oh, there we go. The newest COD is the new Modern Warfare 2, which fittingly they even have a comparison here right here. Modern Warfare 2 versus Escape from Tarkov. Again, it's this whole bass boosted thing. Like I feel like it's just compressed, doesn't it? Like, yeah, you have a bit of a bass there, and you have a bit of like a boom there, but I don't know. It still sounds so fake. Like, I feel like it's just compressed down. Like, here at least you still kind of have that. I mean, it's not realistic, but it sounds good. I don't know. To me, it just sounds hella fucking fake. Ah, there we go. Okay, that sounds horrendous. That genuinely sounds horrendous. I wouldn't say that's grating. Like, the whole mechanical part is part of you know, guns. They are mechanical things. So I feel like you'd have that. Okay, this is horrendous. This is kind of mid, but I still prefer this. Oh, well, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. Okay, that's the idea of an M4. I see. Single fire, I think the M4 in Tarkov is a bit meh, but full auto, I think it's much better. Nah, it doesn't sound better. Listen to the Tarkov one, especially in full auto. That is way better. Sounds way more natural. The COD one just sounds fucking fake, bro. Yeah, realistic. Well, I feel like Tarkov is much closer to being realistic. Because again, the AK sounds, especially in Tarkov, are way crispier and way clearer. I know. I feel like if you go for that whole like aspect of modern warfare, all like modern realistic guns, and you can mod the shit out of them, then I don't know. At least go through the effort to actually make them sound like the guns that they are supposed to be. Because I feel like otherwise, you know, might as well just make future guns. Like, you know, if it were like Call of Duty Space Ranger War, then who gives a shit? You know, those are space guns. Who cares how they sound? But if they're like supposed to be actual fucking grounded guns, I feel like they should fucking put in the effort. Because otherwise it just sounds fake as fuck. Okay, this isn't quite as bad at least. Still prefer the Tarkov one a bit more, but honestly, at least that one wasn't quite as horrendous. Sounds fake as hell. Prefer the Tarkov one. I mean, we could do this all day, but I don't know. I'm really not a fan of COD's gun sounds. I feel like they sound just incredibly fucking fake. Like, again, space guns, I understand, you know? Space guns, who gives a shit? Like, they don't exist, they don't need to sound realistic. But if you have, like, you know, actual real-life guns in your game, then fucking go through the effort to actually make them sound like what they are. Weapon sounds equals add a little bit of white noise on top. Well, no. Fucking go and make field recordings. That's how you get good weapon sounds. Make actual fucking field recordings and, you know, make sure it actually sounds like a gun. And don't fucking just... Like, I feel like what the problem was in COD sounds as well is they compressed the hell out of it. Like, they compressed all of the high sounds and just, like, bass boosted it. It's like all the higher frequencies of the gun sound are just compressed to hell and back, and just boom, 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 boom. Just like the bass sounds. Like, to me, it sounds like they completely fucking butchered it. So if you want good weapon sounds, fucking make field recordings, make sure they're clear, and then, you know, make sure you don't just fucking compress them to hell and back. Because I do agree with you, you'll never be able to quite get that high and get that absolute volume that guns have in real life. Because, you know, no sound system in the world can get that loud. But I feel like at least with, like, field recordings and, you know, getting as close as possible, that's way better than just boo 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 boo, making them sound like fucking toy guns.
Entering zero gravity.
There's a failsafe on the processing
I mean, COD has never
door.
been... So
it won't open until gravity is
really
restored. But you can't turn on the gravity until those boulders are cleared from the room.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam with your kinesis gun.
Again, if your game has guns, I feel like you kind of just have to live with the fact that they're gonna be loud because, you know, guns are loud. I mean, for fuck's sakes, the MP7 in Half-Life 2 even is incredibly fucking loud. One could argue needlessly so even. But hey, guns are loud. Plus, I feel like it just adds also so much more to the soundscape. Especially in a game like Tarkov. Like, I'm not at that point where I can, like, actually tell what kind of gun is being shot in the distance. But if you've, like, played that game enough and you actually kind of recognize the sound profile of, like, an SKS or, like, an M4 or, you know, a Mosin, you can actually tell, like, someone's shooting in the distance and, you know, that guy could actually tell you, oh yeah, that dude's shooting an AK. Like, I feel like it's also a rather important element in those sorts of games. I mean, for COD, the multiplayer there is so fucking casual, you need it. Be loud because it's an important support for the game. Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you want guns in your game, and you know they're not suppressed, then you kind of just have to live with the fact that they're going to be loud. I mean, of course, you don't want to blast people's eardrums out. You know, you're not supposed to give, like, people hearing damage. But I feel like they should have, like, a proper presence and, like, a proper, like, loudness and violence to them. Because, you know, that's what guns are. I feel like anything other than that is just kind of pussyfooting around the issue. For COD, I feel like player comfort is probably more important. I mean, how much player comfort really is there? Because, honestly, to me, those sounds sound more grating than comforting, honestly. It's more so just annoying that every fucking gun sounds the same. I'm not allowed to throw them in. Well, I can give this guy his Viking funeral. Burn on in Valhalla. Nice. I don't know. I feel like if you want proper guns, just fucking, you know, make field recordings, or, you know, just make them imaginary guns, or if you can't, at least, you know, at least make them punchy and mechanical. Because again, what annoys me most about COD guns is not just how fake they sound, but also just how much, like, how compressed the sound is, and like how all they did was just give it more bass, you know, just increase the fucking bass of it, and oh yeah, that'll make it sound good. No worries. And to me, it just seems so fucking lazy. Like CS Source, the guns sound terrible and annoying. Actually, I haven't heard CS Source guns in ages. I couldn't even comment on that. I don't fucking know. I don't remember anymore what they sound like.
Gravity restored. Access permitted to the floor.
Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to shoot through railing. It's pretty fucking lame. L plus ratio. There you go. God, I'm really fucking noticing the aliasing right now. God, where's my image quality? I'm laziness thing. It's either do it or not. It's an artistic choice. I wouldn't say so. Like, at least with the way they sound in COD, to me it just feels like the sound designer just gave up. Because again, I feel like there's better ways of doing it, of like synthesizing it, other than to just add more bass to it. Because I don't know. Again, even if they couldn't like afford to get field recordings, which is fucking ridiculous because, you know, it's COD. Like, I feel like there's better ways of doing it than just fucking compressing the shit out of it and just adding more and more bass. Just like, yeah, just bass boost it to hell and back.
That's the key, Isaac. It'll get you into the control room so you can launch
It sure as hell didn't sound like they used field recordings.
Don't forget to attach the beacon first. I read another report on the colonist dementia. It seemed to start after they removed the marker from the planet. God knows how long it was down there.
Also, I kind of find it funny how Arson's just been there silently in the background listening to me, you know, rant about politics, rant about COD guns, rant about... what else have I ranted about? Oh yeah, about how much I hate everything in life, how much I want to die. It's just like... silently playing his yeehaw game. Yee-ass haircut. But yeah, I don't know. What we can agree on, though, is that character designs in COD are just absolute fucking dog shit these days. Again, I'll never understand why they decided to make Ghost look like the way he is. It's just like, you know, yeah, fucking make him look like an airsoft LARPer. Why not? You know, why not? Why should he look like somebody who we're supposed to take seriously? I mean, again, you can argue that the Ghost, that the skull balaclava from the first Modern Warfare was kind of cringe. You know what? That's an argument. There's an argument to be made there, but at least it's just a balaclava. This whole new like skull thing with having it on top of it is just like, you know, tell me you're a cringy fucking airsoft LARPer without actually telling me. Since he wouldn't be a normal ass guy. Yeah. How do you mean? Like that he would just have a balaclava instead of this like whole weird ass fucking skull mask thing? Friend who looks exactly like him, bruh. What does your guy walk around in like fucking airsoft gear or something? Also, again, I really feel like the designers are just kind of like taking these airsoft tards as like inspiration for their characters, because I'm sure I mentioned this once already, but bosses in Escape from Tarkov also just no, I mean his face that was in the file somewhere. Oh, okay, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't get shown in the game, so I never really cared to look into it. But yeah, I'm sure I ranted about this already once, but the bosses in Escape from Tarkov, the new ones, just look completely, utterly fucking retarded. It's like what a 14-year-old would find cool and edgy and tactical, you know. And the new Ghost kind of gives me that same vibe of like, yeah, what if you were to ask like a 14-year-old to, you know, think up a new operator for you? It's like, okay, sure. No, it's totally the opposite as people copy games. Alright. Yeah, but I feel like games have also been veering into this like whole airsoft aesthetic of, you know, not making anything that actually, you know, has any usefulness to it, but just making something that looks tactical and operator. Like I feel like those games have also been, you know, kind of falling victim to that. Like I said, especially COD. Holy shit. And like I said, some of those character designs in COD, not just in the campaign but also in Warzone, are just like holy dog shit. I mean, I feel bad every time I complain about that kind of stuff because, you know, having spent some time, you know, studying art and, you know, learning about mood boards and how much, you know, how much work goes into analyzing, you know, different styles, analyzing like shape language and all that. I do feel bad for just shitting on people's work like that, but I mean, honest to God, it looks like shit. Yeah, all the COD characters are cringe. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's like if you ask the fucking 14-year-old to think up a cool operator character, it's like this teenager idea of something that's tactical, instead of, you know, fucking making something that's actually sensible. Otherwise, isn't that kind of the point? These days, I guess, didn't always used to be like that. You know, characters in COD, back in my day, characters in COD were actual fucking characters. Well, the few that actually had character. I mean, admittedly, I'm gonna be open about this. The Ghost from like the original Modern Warfare 2, he wasn't a character. He was just a guy in a cool mask. Like I do admit that the new game definitely gave like Ghost much more character. Like they actually made him into like an actual fucking person, which I agree is a fucking upgrade. Like the previous dude had, he was just a fan favorite because he looked cool. But yo, then somebody like Captain Price, like that was an actual character who, you know, didn't need to look all tactical to be, you know, fucking beloved by fans. He had a fucking silly mustache going and had his fucking boonie hat, and we still loved him, you know? Price with his goofy ass hat. Yeah, exactly, with his goofy ass hat and his fucking handlebar mustache. He's as far away from tactical as can be, and he was still a fan favorite, you know? It's cool military guys doing whatever random cool shit that's not meant to make any sort of any sense. I know, it fucking used to make sense. Yeah, there used to be a time where the characters actually, you know, made some. The few characters that get. Again, I will admit, characterization-wise, the newer COD is much stronger. But on the other hand,
What the hell are you doing?
if I look at some of those cuts, shut the fuck up. If I look at some of those cutscenes, to me it just feels like I'm watching like a Netflix ripoff of like Narcos or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's the thing with modern COD. It's just like it's supposed to appeal to the edgy teenagers and dudes who think that, you know, being tactical means wearing some fucking cringy ass fucking mask. I guess the thing that makes me about it is like that actual gear already looks pretty fucking cool. Like, you know, actual fucking high-end military hardware has a fucking cool aesthetic to that. So I don't understand why they have to add all of this like pseudo airsoft bullshit to it. Well, I know why. So the characters look distinct, so, you know, the players have a reason to buy them. Like, it's the same reason with, like, goofy character design back in the 90s. So you can sell toys. You know, they can't just all be military dudes, because military dudes aren't distinctive enough. We need distinctive, goofy characters that, you know, we can sell to dudes who desperately want to fucking waste money. I don't really know what you're talking about. I haven't bothered to play card games. Well, I'm talking about the old ones. Back when COD was actually good, you know? Like I said, back in my day. COD 4. Modern Warfare 2 to a degree. I mean, there it was already kind of on a decline. Fucking World at War was also baller. Black Ops was also kind of on that... was just on that slope of a downward spiral. Black Ops 2, I never really got into that much. You know, it's supposedly... I mean, I can respect it for apparently all the new stuff it did in regards to, like, storytelling and whatnot. And after that... I think I, like, played Advanced Warfare once when I pirated it. Infinite
Isaac?
Warfare is a thing.
Is that really you? It feels like it's been so long.
What else has there been?
But I can
Oh
help
yeah,
you
fucking
now.
Ghosts is just an
Come
embarrassment.
with me.
Jesus Christ, COD Ghosts is such a... Sometimes I can't even believe that fucking game actually exists. Like... And it's not even like from the MAGA era. That's the weirdest thing. Like, yeah, all of South America has come together to fucking kill the US. Like, what? The world building and storytelling in that game is absolutely fucking bizarre. What else has there been? I think Black Ops has gotten like 15,000 sequels at this point, so I don't even know anymore.
I think I can disable the lock from here. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you do, woman. Oh god, that was a fucking COD World War II game. It was generic as fuck. There was Vanguard, which was another fucking embarrassment. Am I missing one? Oh, I guess the fucking Modern Warfare. Which, you know, still kind of pisses me the fuck off that they just reused the same name. Just called it Modern Warfare again. Fucking call it something else, you fucktards. I hate the fact that more and more of my favorite games, I have to fucking put in ellipses the year they released into, you know? Same with Dead Space here. It's not Dead Space anymore on Steam. It's now Dead Space 2008. Because fuck me, I guess. You know, why respect original names? You know? Why should we respect original names at all? Ouchie. Fucking Mr. President right there. Oi! Actually, I don't know what happens if you fail this section, honestly. Because, you know, I never failed it because I'm such an epic gamer. But no, legit, I don't actually know what happens here if Nicole dies.
Unlocked, Isaac. I can't get over to you, but I'll find a way. I love you. This will all be over soon.
I guess these sections will be interesting in the remake because, you know, Isaac will actually talk, so how this will play out, I don't know. I mean, I suspect they might do some hinting at the big reveal that Nicole has been dead all along. Woo! Because, you know, it's not much of a spoiler anymore these days. Did you know? If you take the first letter of every chapter in Dead Space, it spells out Nicole is dead. Whoa! Oh no! Spooky. So, you know. I wonder if they're gonna do some implication. I mean, this game already plenty implicates that there's something fishy going on with Nicole. Considering, you know, all the screens flickering and her face being there saying, Isaac, make us whole again. So, you know, it's not like this game is super subtle about it either. God damn it, why's my inventory always full? Ugh. It spells out nicotine addiction. Fuck off. It spells out subscribe to Sightseeing. Fucking just drop this piece of shit, bro. Put its line gun anyway. Ya yeet! Be gone, thought! There you go. Piece of shit.
Isaac. Hey, I lost your signal for a while. You had me worried. I see you've got the beacon, so head for the mining bay and attach it to the asteroid. I've been running trajectory calculations, and if we launch soon, there's a good chance the asteroid can reach a safe distance to begin transmitting.
Bro, momentum.
Still no sign of Hammond. In his state, I can't imagine he's still alive.
Funny, bra momentum. Bra sound effect number 3. Shit, that's cringe. Elbows ratio though. It spells out, I swear I thought Brokeback Mountain was a western. Okay, no, you're not. True. It spells out, give Sightseer all of your money. God fucking damn it! I'm really not being fucking careful in my play here, am I? Fuck, I'm just gonna use one of the low ones. Doesn't matter anymore. I don't know, you should, John, because that same time was also spent by me streaming. So the only one here that's owed money is me. Because no, I'm the one actually doing something. You get to have me on a second monitor and do something else while you're listening, you know? Because I know exactly that you're the kind of person to put me on the second monitor. I know exactly what you're up to, John. You'd never fucking put me on your main monitor.
I've got elevator access to the mining subdeck. It was a security lockdown, although I don't think it helped them. Now that you've got the beacon and
but you're watching, you're profiting from me streaming.
It looks like the asteroid is held in place by some gravity tethers. You'll have to knock those out before you can launch it.
Wait, isn't there a store up there as well? Yeah, there is. Poggers. Where? Right, I'm going to mining. Yes, I'm going to mining. John, if you were a figment of my imagination, you'd actually be funny. Ha ha ha! Got him. And you know, you'd actually know how to write good dialogue. Hey yo, I'm on a roll today, aren't I? Man, I still can't get over the fact that you fucking shat on me for, you know, replicating Half-Life's dialogue, and then, you know, you turn around and suddenly find out that your own writing skills are shite. That was fucking phenomenal. That made me very fucking happy. Again, it feels good to be the king. Because, you know, I actually know something about emulating styles and different forms of dialogue. And yeah, the dialogue in Half-Life games is, I mean, yeah, especially 1, but even 2 and its episodes and Half-Life Alyx can feel kind of weird and forced sometimes in that funny Reddit haha I'm so quirky kind of way. And that's just how it is. Like, that's how the fucking dialogue is in that franchise. Well, duh, because I was emulating that fucking style. Because, you know, I actually fucking know my craft. God damn it. It's cringe because it's Half-Life.
Processing log.
Oh yeah, this guy who just fucking game ends himself. Kinda cringe, bro. Yeah, fuck off. Go fucking climb back into your little closet again, okay? Actually, it can't be little because otherwise he wouldn't fit in there. Hey, yo! American fat jokes. Woohoo. American, more like American fat, right? Okay, cheese is such a funny concept. Like, it's literally just normal cheese. It's not normal cheese, bro. Yeah, whatever that stuff is that you guys call cheese that is not cheese. That is some fucking chemical compound pretending to be cheese. You fucking dishonor my whole fucking country by calling that bullshit cheese. Like, bro, if you only ever tasted American cheese, I weep for you because you have no fucking clue what actual cheese tastes like. Same with chocolate. Like, fucking American chocolate is such a fucking embarrassment. And honestly, I weep for you. Because American cheese is literally just an imposter. It's literally just an imposter. It's literally just a chemical compound pretending to be cheese. It's like you said earlier with Taco Bell, where it's just like poison and chemicals pretending to be food. It's the exact same with like American cheese. It's like, bro, it's not cheese. Believe me. I'm Swiss. I'm allowed to say that. That's the thing. Oh, I don't have any line racks. Well, who cares? Yeah, I've got close to a full mag. That'll be fine enough. But yeah, American bread, American cheese, American chocolate, it's just all... It's all just fake food. Fake food for fake people. America doesn't exist. I mean, you can't disprove that to me. You can't prove to me that America exists. Whoa, okay, hello there. I forgot about that one. Honestly, that's a nicely... Hello? Why am I stuck in here? Wait, hold on a second. Did I hit one of the auto aim buttons? Aim mode controls. Oh yeah, there we go. Caps. There we fucking go. That's better. She's gonna add water to the cheese powder. I'm pretty sure it's most American fucking thing ever. Fucking take cheese, big quotation marks right there, powder, pour water into it and call it cheese. Holy fucking guacamole. Man. Just the thought of me that you have an entire nation of people who don't actually know what real food is like is fucking bizarre to me. Like, you know, all of your schools are shooting ranges and all that, haha, funny, but like your food, you don't actually know what real food tastes like, do you? I'd almost feel sad if it wasn't so funny. Anyhow. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Poggers. Anyone else? I think that's all of them. Jesus, it's already been 2.5 hours. I wasn't even planning on streaming for that long. Like legit, it's been a really fucking long day, and I didn't sleep potentially at all. I'm not actually sure if I've gotten any sleep tonight, this last night. Like I feel like I might have, but I also feel like I might not have. So I'm not sure anymore. So yeah, this is honestly going on longer than I expected. But you know, Dead Space is just such a fun game. I love playing it. Which, you know, is unironically, it's just a fucking good game. Which is, you know, why I'm able to fucking play it and while still, you know, talking about all kinds of fucking bullshit. You know, ranting about political parties, ranting about American food, big quotation marks. Saying L plus American multiple times over. Yeah, who cares?
Entering zero gravity.
Yes. I do find it fun. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last time I streamed this. I find it funny that for these ones they think, you know, you should use stasis, but again, you have an automatic rifle and you only need to hit it for like once, a tiny little bit. Man, must be a shame not having guns. You know what? I get to say that because we have functioning gun laws in Switzerland. People are actually allowed to own guns. It's just, you know, I think in Europe the culture for hunting rifles and, you know, hunting guns is much stronger than just recreational guns. So I think that's why most Europeans aren't like fucking as gun crazy as people in the US. Because I think over here there's more of a culture of like you take the Oreo filling. Shut the fuck up, John. But yeah, I think that's one of the bigger cultural differences. Is over here guns are mostly just viewed as tools, whereas in the US they're, well, I shouldn't say toys. It's kind of mean to say that Americans view guns as toys because, you know, there's lots of people out there in the US who, you know, who preach about gun safety and all that and how to properly use them. But I guess they, yeah, just view them much more as something like recreational to be, you know, used in sports or just for funsies. Which I don't think it's really is present here for us. Again, I feel like over here the culture is much more, if you have a gun, you use it for hunting. Because what the fuck else would you have? Guns are cool, lol. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I didn't want to phrase it quite that demeaningly because I am well aware that people in the US will start coping hard if anybody ever calls them out on their whole like stance on guns. You know, the copium is strong with this one. If you ever like call them out and then like, L plus European, you don't even own any guns. Fucking how's that knife fight in London looking like? It's like, okay, sure thing, buddy. We can own guns as well, you know. It's like I feel like we just don't make such a huge fucking deal out of it. That's entirely your fault, Isaac. To be fair, guns are pretty cool. They are. It's just, you know, perhaps there should be some laws to protect those that own guns and protect those that don't own guns. You know, doesn't that sound reasonable? Laws to protect gun owners, but also, you know, laws to protect non-gun owners.
Warning. Payload 8772 is no longer tethered.
It feels like that's something that everybody would benefit from. Ugh, Jesus. There we go. Fuck me. Okay, I guess I'm going this way. Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna wait it out. I mean, I have maximum fucking air in this suit. I have all the time in the world. Calm down, Isaac. You have 35 fucking seconds left, bro.
Exiting vacuum.
Man's out here fucking panicking because he's fucking choking. Like, come on, bro. 30 seconds. Do you know how much you can do in 30 seconds? I mean, I'm sure you know all about it, John. You always finish in 30 seconds, don't you? Ah, fuck. Okay, you can add that one to the counter. Fuck's sakes. Okay, fair enough. That's also a good enough answer. Okay, I don't think you have to do anything here. I think you have to go over there. Yeah, I'm well aware. That's you know, that's why I said earlier that I don't want to like say that Americans view them as toys, because it's, you know, even with my clowning on Americans, I know that's unfair because for you guys it's like this huge cultural thing. But it's like, you know, my argument in this as always, of course, you know, you can't fucking separate Americans from guns, which is fine and dandy. Like I said, it's not like some fucking retards down there in the US would have you believe. We also have gun ownership here in Europe. We just don't make like such a huge fucking deal out of it. And I feel like that's a problem. Like, it's like with you guys in fucking partisan politics. It's either one extreme or the other. It's either, you know, everybody owns guns. Fucking give that toddler a gun. He fucking deserves it. Second Amendment. Yeah. Or, you know, nobody's supposed to have guns. Guns are evil. Melt them all down. Not even our army is supposed to have guns. Like, there is such a thing. There's a thing called the middle ground, you know? And I feel like a lot of you guys are just not capable of fucking realizing that it's a thing. You're allowed to, you know, you're allowed to be in the middle of something. Isn't it bizarre that the term fence sitter has actually become a thing? Like, yeah, apparently it's now a bad thing to fucking sit in the political middle. Like, I don't want to be on either of the two extremes. I'd like to be in a reasonable middle where, you know, reasonable choices could be made. And apparently, you know, you're the fucking devil for the thinking that. So gun control will give you this slippery slope. Exactly. That's a fucking problem. It's like, it doesn't have to be. Just fucking take a chill pill and realize it's, you know, it's the benefit of both sides. And thankfully, there are some, you know, there are a lot of Americans who think like that, who are of the opinion that gun control benefits both sides. You know, it benefits non-gun gun owners and gun owners. But of course, then you have those fuckheads who are like, "No, you can't take away my guns. I'll fuck you. Never take away my rifle. I own gun because I'm American. Second Amendment." It's like, bro, just fucking learn to use your brain, please.
Payload 8772 launched.
You see, I'm pretty sure most reasonable people out there in the US who own guns are like, yeah, there should be controls for people because we don't want the mentally ill to own guns.
I'll position the array receiver. I thought I saw my brother again. He waved to me like nothing was wrong. Okay. I should be able to leave this channel open. What? The comms array receiver isn't responding. Isaac, can you get back to the bridge? We need that array online or we can't receive signals from anyone responding to the beacon.
But yeah, I will agree on one thing. Guns are cool. Like, I enjoy guns in games. I enjoy them in VR. And, you know, if I you know, if I wasn't actively taking antidepressants, I would actually consider getting one for, like, you know, sportsmanship. You know, I just said earlier, yeah, we have much more of a cultural thing about hunting here, but I personally could see myself having a gun that I go to the range with from time to time. Mostly for the experience of it, just so I can actually know what it's like to fire an actual firearm. But again, I'm well aware that with my medical history, that probably wouldn't happen, and it's probably better that way, to be honest. I think the concept of guns are cooler than actual guns. I mean, to be fair, actual guns are a fucking money sink, aren't they? Like, you know, maintaining them, buying the ammo. Like, apparently ammo prices are fucking crazy, bro. And, you know, apparently there's a meme about once you go into gun broker, you fucking, you know, you can just never stop buying guns. So you can't really use guns for anything. Yeah, exactly. You can use them to go on the range or for home defense, which, you know, fair enough, but the likelihood that you'll ever actually need it is very small. And, you know, anybody who has it for home defense and actively hopes that they need to use it, that is not the right mindset to have. Like, again, it's a mean stereotyping, because I'm fairly certain most gun owners out there are very well aware of the fact that they don't actually want to use their guns on another person. But again, you have those few fuckheads who are like, well, if you go one step on my property, I'm going to shoot you, because then I can finally enjoy my Second Amendment. Jesus Christ, bro, you are exactly the kind of person who shouldn't have a gun. Yeah, it's mainly just a cultural thing. Like, I feel like if people in the US were just able to take a chill pill when it came to guns. Just a few people, maybe not even real people. Who the fuck knows at this point, you know? With all the astroturfing and, like, online bickering, who the fuck even knows it? Like, again, I like to clown on the US, but I'm well aware that most people in the US are perfectly fucking reasonable. Like, you know, they're just normal humans. You know, I like to say the funnies because, you know, I'm a certified internet funny man. I almost have to. But I'm well aware that most people up there are perfectly fucking reasonable. So it really does feel like sometimes, do those people who, you know, we get these stereotypes from, do they even fucking exist anymore? Snap. And yeah, that's... Again, that's the whole thing of... I'm pretty sure most people would agree that somebody with a history of mental illness or with, like, a criminal history shouldn't be allowed to own guns. Like I said, I myself, I'm currently taking antidepressants, so I'm perfectly... You know, I understand that I probably wouldn't get a gun license because, well, as small as it may be, there is a possibility that, you know, due to me still being in fucking, you know, me still working on my mental health, there's a risk of me hurting myself or others. So I'm like, yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. I shouldn't own a gun. And it's like, is it really that hard to just fucking accept that? I mean, yeah, you guys with your fucking healthcare are on a whole different fucking level. But, I mean, by the way, the psychologist who I go to every week, my my health insurance pays that. Like, that shit actively gets covered by health insurance. It's like, yeah, of course, I know it's a lot to ask of the US to fucking take care of its mentally ill, because how, you know? With what money? I know the healthcare meme is over-exaggerated, but on the other hand, it's also... you guys are kind of fucked, honestly. Merely add more national debt, yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, it's not perfect over here either, like... it's only a part of my thing that gets covered by health insurance. Like, we still have to pay... like 1/4 of it or something like that. But even still, most of it gets covered by health insurance. So it's still like, yeah, fuck, ain't that nice? Healthcare is mostly paid for by insurance though. Insurance is usually provided by employer. Yeah, that's a fucked up thing though, because you should not trust your fucking employer with that. That's a problem though, isn't it? I mean, you know, if fucking companies weren't fucking led by lizard people who, you know, who fucking haven't felt human emotions since 1985 or something like that, then I could understand it. You know, yeah, corporations could probably handle that for the workers, but the way American corporations are, they should not be the ones handling that. Because, you know, American companies do not fucking care about their workers. I mean, one just has to look at Daddy Elon and how he was like, well, I think this whole COVID thing is just exaggerated. I don't think we have to put in that many restrictions. And then, you know, a few thousand people died. I think it's priced specifically for insurance, so it's all way overpriced. Yeah. Again, that whole thing is just... I mean, for me, it's perfectly clear. I would never fucking want to live in the US. It's like, maybe go visit there, but I wouldn't want to live there. That you can easily negotiate prices for healthcare as well. I mean, I fucking hope for you guys. Like, I know the healthcare meme is exaggerated, but on the other hand, you know, there's a reason why this stereotype exists. So I dearly fucking hope... I mean, one just has to look at fucking Breaking Bad, right? The whole premise around the show is around the fact that, you know, he can't afford the fucking... the fucking treatment for his goddamn cancer.
Things are looking up. A military ship just docked in. The USM Valor. I don't know what it was doing out there. It must have gotten our distress signal. We can't talk to it until the comms array is fixed. I'm gonna hack the door to communications for you. Get in there and find the comms control station.
Again, I wouldn't know how it actually is for you guys IRL, because, again, thankfully I don't live over there, but I fucking hope so, honestly. I hope so for you guys. Because, again, it's... from what I sometimes hear, it feels like less of like an American dream. You know, it feels like less like the American dream and more like the American nightmare at this point. Which again, I personally think is due to the fact that we let companies get away with way too much shit. Oh yeah, these bozos. Okay, my back is clear. Jumpus, jumpus. Oh god, the aliasing is so bad! Hi, have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior anti-aliasing? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, look at Elon Musk, he's just like you and me. He's also like a totally cool, wholesome 100 Redditor. Look at him, whoa, so cool. Daddy Elon, please know this movie. It's... like, Elon Musk must be one of the biggest fucking snake oil salesmen in fucking history. The fact that that asshole was actually able to sell this image of himself being like a successful businessman who can actually fucking, you know, just lead a good company from the ground up and get you rich quick. It's like, Jesus H. Christ, bro. How did that ever fucking happen? He plays video game. Oh my god, look at that. I also play video game. Oh, holy shit, he's just like me. Yeah, it's like the fact that he was able to convince so many fucking retards on Reddit to actually believe in his hype is shocking. It's fucking shocking. Like I said, one of the biggest fucking snake oil salesmen in history. Because general rule of thumb is, if you see somebody that's rich, it's probably because they were born rich. Saying how many people exist only to suck his dick. Yeah, it's fucking, it's bizarre. Like I said, it's like a fucking South Park episode I can't wake up from. Like, the dude didn't start, I think, most of the companies that he's now leading. And, you know, all of these big ideas that he has that people call so fucking revolutionary, other people already had, and other people already realized how fucking retarded they are. It's like, the dude's fucking... He's an expert at stealing everything. Oh, not allowed to. Yeah, no, it's... The modern day internet person is apparently extremely susceptible to get-rich-quick schemes, which is fucking funny because if they only use one brain cell to think just for 5 seconds that if this get-rich-quick scheme actually worked for everyone, wouldn't then everyone be rich, and then nobody would be rich? You know, if all you need to do is use one fucking brain cell for 5 seconds. But I guess that's too much to ask of those people. NFTs, AI, Elon Musk. Oh. God. I just want to bash my head against the nearest wall at this point. So what? A Mogus. Wait, what? Is that actually what it's called? Hold on. Wait. I need to look this shit up. Pokemon. This can't be real. I fucking hate my life. Honest to God, I fucking despise my life, bro. I fucking hate this life. Can we just restart? Can we just, you know, just nuke the Earth, start over. God, I genuinely want to die. When the fuck was this introduced? When the fuck was this shit introduced? Because if this shit was introduced when Among Us, please no, man. Every day we stray further from God's light. And I feel an overwhelming sensation, an overwhelming need to kill myself. Okay. Well, what a note to end it on. The Among Us Pokemon. Just... what have I done to deserve this? Why? Why, mother? Why have you brought me to this world? Why have you... yeah, no, it's just a Pokemon. Yeah, it's just a normal Pokemon. There's nothing weird about it. No, wait, which one? No, not this one. Which one was I thinking of? This one. Just a fucking Pokemon. God. I fucking hate my life, bro. I just can't anymore. What has existence become? Oh god. Well, okay. This was an interesting stream, wasn't it? Politics. L plus America. Guns. Gun sounds. It didn't. It's not a bit, John. That is not that is not becoming a bit, okay? We're not making a bit out of your fucking obsession with noodles. No. The counter is not becoming a bit, and your noodles are not becoming a bit. Stop that. No, it's not funny. Stop it. It's not gonna be a bit. God damn it. Oh man, why? What have I done to deserve the the first ever bit I get, the first ever 2 bits I get is fucking the counter and this shit. This doesn't work. Okay, yeah, sure, fine, fucking yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Okay. What have I done to deserve this? Have I sinned in my previous life? Was I like a, I don't know, was I like a fucking war criminal or something in my previous life? Is that why this is happening to me now? Is this repentance for what I have done? Well, anyway, I'm just tired as fuck now. It doesn't work. The noodle bit and the counter bit. Arson, if you can still hear me, I'm just gonna go and hang myself now. My final message. Change the world. Goodbye.